2022, a middle-class Indian student took an education loan of 60 lakh rupees to pursue a master's degree in the US. Everyone around him called it a smart investment. They said once you graduate, you will earn in dollars. But 2 years later, the reality hit hard. The job market had slowed down. Visa restrictions made it difficult to secure high-paying jobs. And the only jobs that were available were enough to just cover rent and groceries. But back home in India, his monthly loan EMI was 80,000 rupees. And in the US, he was barely able to save 20,000 rupees a month. And now, he's stuck. If he returns back to India, the salaries in India would be even lower, making it even harder to pay back that loan. And if he stays in the US, he will have to live paycheck to paycheck for years to come. Students often believe that once they move abroad, life is set. That mindset is built by what they see. Peers posting fancy cars, plush apartments, cafe hopping, partying at nights, and a hustle that looks glamorous on Instagram. Most students get attracted to studying abroad by these fancy reels. And that's the reality of full hype. Neither the industry, nor the universities, nor your peers consistently show you the full reality. They show a life that looks exciting, happening, and effortless. The number one reason why so many Indians aspire to move to US, to UK, to Canada is the aspiration of that lifestyle. They see Instagram, they see YouTube, they see relatives who moved years ago and doing so well. But what people miss is that there's a huge survivorship bias. They only see the ones who got the job, who got the visa. But the people who failed quietly move back to India and rarely announce it on social media. And when students do speak up, they take out their frustration in all possible ways. One student sarcastically wrote that he is chauffeur-driven and earning 6 figures and owns a scenic house. In reality, can't even afford decent living and is barely meeting his ends. Another student said that feel lucky if your health hasn't been affected and if your relationships are intact. Even a native US resident joined and debunked the myths that even after earning a 6-figure salary, he has a modest living and drives a 2014 car. He even said, don't blindly mortgage your future and move to another country without a plan. And much of the struggle comes from unawareness. Unawareness about the culture, about the job market, and how actually hiring works in those countries. One student pointed out that many students depend on placement type career fairs, expecting campus-like recruitment, like the way it happens in India. But these don't have as many opportunities as you think. These countries function completely different. To survive in these countries, you have to learn where to search for the jobs, how to network, how to tailor your applications, and how to demonstrate your skills in interview. Without that roadmap, your survival will become. So here's the takeaway. Do not fall for the industry hype. Research deeply and understand exactly how life works in the country that you're choosing to study in. Know the advantages, but also know the disadvantages. And be clear on what you are willing to compromise on and what you are not willing to compromise on. Because studying abroad is not a dream. It's a decision that you make for your career, and you need to make it with full planning and control. So if you are looking to study abroad, spend time in understanding the ground reality of studying abroad before you make your decisions. And if you want to know more about real student experiences, do subscribe to the channel, because I bring to you real student experiences on this channel to help you make better informed and right decisions. But until then, see you and goodbye.